Greetings, Speed Gaming 3, and welcome to this presentation of the 2024 Super Metroid Dash Mystery Tournament. On the left side of your screen, we have J-Ro. On the right side of your screen, we have IP, also known as Incompetent Perfectionist. My name is JXB Adam. I am joined on tracking by Jestro Zooks, the GOAT of Super Metroid tracking, and in the booth by Salty Pigeon 87. Salty, how's it going this evening?
Everything is cool. Everything is great. More Metroid, more fun, mo better.
Exactly.
And yeah, we got J-Ro and IP going at it. That's only 5 letters, so I should be able to keep all that straight. That's no problem. J-Roip, having some Dash-Troid fun. We'll just combine everything we say tonight.
That'll be exciting for our viewers, maybe. And it looks like the bot on SG3 is taking the night off. I will see if we can't get somebody to attend to that.
Man, all these unrequested holidays. I'm gonna have to talk to the bot's manager. But we are getting started. Looks like we're slightly off on the counter, but we'll get that synced up for you. Anyway, J-Ro's going in here. We know we have starter charge with that 20 power on the beam up on the top right. And we know we don't have full countdown.
Yep, we don't know if we're in major, minor, or Chozo. We also won't know if we're in area or not until we get to an area transition. J-Ro, one of the few holdouts to not use Moonfall.
Yeah, maybe because of the semi or partial retirement. This is J-Ro's first tournament in like 4.5, 5 years. And Moonfall's gotten bigger and bigger over the last few years, so maybe that's a thing.
Well, it's something. Though it could just be J-Ro's doesn't like Moonfall. Not everybody, or Moonwalk. Not every Super Metroid player likes Moonwalk. I can think of at least a couple top players who don't use it.
That's preposterous. I doubt you can
All
even
right,
name
we have
them.
the stream synced up. Well, Sloders is one.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, she's pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean really good.
Yeah, and here's the Morph Ball on the Morph pedestal. So we still don't know what mode we're in yet.
Certainly not. The ceiling will give us some info depending on where they go. But we'll know soon.
The ceiling?
Oh,
or even this... Oh, all right,
Switch
Divergence
right
already.
We'll find immediately out what's going on.
Double jump in the ceiling and missile there. We still don't actually know because I think double jump's going to replace a minor item. I could be wrong about that. If anybody in chat knows, this is spicy so far.
I think you're right. I think double jump does replace minors in the pool, but maybe that means Chozo if a minor's up there.
So, yeah, so this is most likely Chozo, but I'm gonna reserve myself to say, well, maybe not, because this is one of those things where I'm not 100% sure what the logic's doing.
Well, we've been told,
but I do know one thing.
77% sure about something, we can just say it like we know it. So it's okay.
Oh, I will always say it like I know it, and I know both runners are going to have to go back up here because we don't have any explosives. We're going to find either explosives, screw attack, or the Spood Beaster at Bomb Torizo.
Yeah, screw attack, Spood Beaster, power bombs, or Morph Ball bombs. Something has to give. We gotta give some portals.
Well, if we're in area, I'm not sure. I think we could also get super missiles if we're in area, because there will be one portal available.
So something might not have to give. I just think we're in Chozo.
Yeah, it feels very Chozo so far.
And Chozo is way less letters to pronounce than major minor, so that's what I'm going for at the moment. But we'll see. J-Ro's gonna find out on this Bomb Torizo pretty soon. And we have Still don't know.
Power
Pretty sure it's
bomb.
Chozo,
So
though.
feels Chozo, but we're still a little unsure. If J-Ro goes back down and checks the 230 Chozo, that could tell us right away.
And nope, not yet. Gonna go check out Terminator. We'll see maybe something here to tell us something. E-Tank.
Still not enough to tell us anything.
Now I'm more confused. Yeah, I guess it's still confused.
Yeah, now, because that's a major minor location for a major, so it could also be that it could be Chozo, and we just happen to roll an E-Tank there, because there's a lot of E-Tanks in the pool, but we are in a vanilla map.
So hopefully you bought your Nesquik powder to mix into the seed so it tastes a little bit better. But not sponsored.
Never sponsored. Incompetent Perfectionist showing us that most likely going left here based on that pose mid-air. And I don't know if that's my internet being terrible or just IP's stream having issues. I'm thinking it's IP stream.
Yeah, I'm getting the same kind of deal here. Oh, there's an E-Tank at the bottom, and Jestro saying power bombs on BT pretty much seals it for Chozo, so I think we were right.
Yeah, definitely, because actually, yeah, it's 100% Chozo, because Bomb Chorizo would have to have been some kind of major. We got Wave Beam at Bryn Reserve, and it does look like IP went back down to 230 and found super missiles.
Well, I guess that's the best thing he could have found going back down there for that check. Because J-Ro is still light on the supers. Wave Beam, though, at early supers. So that's nice to see.
Yeah.
Or Brinstar Reserve, whatever you'd like to call it.
Yeah, in Chozo, it's not too... It's not... my goodness, words hard. English. Can speak, maybe. No, we are in Chozo, but I don't think Chozo is going to gate super missiles as hard as maybe the Vanilla Varia randomization.
But while you were learning English, which I have to do a couple times a stream, J-Ro had this really sweet reverse mock ball out of Brinstar Reserve, which is a lot harder to get than the one going in. That was really sweet.
Absolutely, and IP took a trip over to the ship to do a refill, probably just for power bombs. You know, those are hard to find right now in the early game. But you know what's not been hard to find? E-Tanks.
Samus? Oh, yeah, that too. But I always see two Samus on the screen pretty much all the time, so I can find her pretty easily.
Yeah, and we see that there are super missiles over here at the charge missile location.
And more energy, my goodness. Makes me feel like we're gonna see Norfair, and maybe not a whole lot of Varia.
Yep. Well, we're gonna find out. Sooner or later, probably sooner.
Alright, wave gate try. Second try, nice job.
Yeah, the hardest trick in the game, remembering you have wave beam for wave gate.
I've done it. I swear I used... It was last year. I used all 5 of my supers. Forgot I had wave even though I was shooting it. So thank you, J-Ro, for making me feel slightly better about myself as a Metroid player. I feel good about myself as a human. I'm just not really good with the video games and computers and stuff.
It's all good, Salty. It's one of those things where there's a lot of muscle memory that you're fighting.
Definitely, and most of the time in that room, even as rando players, we never have wave beam. It's really rare. really rare to have wave beam going in there.
Absolutely true, and IP does finally get that mock ball into Bryn Reserve. We'll be rewarded with this wave beam. Let's see if when IP gets to wave gate, if IP remembers.
I'll bet you a milkshake he does remember. I already lost a milkshake earlier. I owe Fat Scott a milkshake for a bet. So you can get it on my Venmo milkshake deal.
Venmo
It's
milkshakes.
Yeah,
it's very hot.
July. It's very hot. Who wouldn't want a delicious ice cream treat? All right, we get a Spazer check by J-Row. Vanilla map, like Adam said earlier, but most of you already know that by now. Another E-tank. Holy cow. So 7 tanks for J-Row in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, what is this seed? Oops, all E-tanks?
I guess so. But you can jump twice, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, this has been a very interesting seed so far. We also do have 2 Chozo E-tanks, which is going to put... does that put Ice Beam in logic? I don't think it does, actually. I know you're going to need basically some kind of P protection. For Ice Beam, I thought it was 3.
Well, we can play rock, paper, scissors over it. I'm not exactly sure. I thought it was 2. I would prefer 3, 100%, but... but let's see what
and here's J-Row going... Yeah, that's one thing we haven't talked about, Salty. What's our boss mode going to be? Do you think we're just going to get some good old-fashioned vanilla bosses?
No, we're 100% getting shufted. And that's a tired saltyism on a different VOD. But no, for bosses, there's 4 different types we can roll. Vanilla, shuffled, shifted, and surprise. Surprise being the only one that rolls at 10%, the rest roll at 30%. Shuffled and shifted are pretty much the same thing, except shifted bosses, when those bosses switch, they open the area that they're in, so Kraid can open the whole wreck ship if Kraid's at wreck ship, and vice versa for other ones. But ooh, IP finding Varia early.
Hey,
that's a check that J-Row didn't do. Wow. That's pretty big for IP here.
Yeah, that might be just not playing this mode very much. Actually, very, very big.
Chozo is
J-Row also
not a thing J-Row does that much, I don't think, from the last time I talked to him. So, and I'm surprised.
I was going to say the other thing. The other thing here is, I know you're surprised.
Well, I was going to tell you why I was surprised.
Okay, why are you surprised?
I'm surprised that we got 7 E-tanks in under 10 minutes, and Varia suit is readily available. I would think that Varia would be more hidden in this kind of a thing. That was my surprise, that we have so much E and Varia.
It seems like it, but remember, for Chozo logic, we're only going to be taking into account the Chozo statues. We're not caring about anything else.
Well, imagine how surprised I was, because I didn't think about that. So that's why I was triple surprised. But thank you for being here to calm me down a little bit.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't know what I was doing.
and we see right away at high jump, we find space jumps. So that double jump didn't get a lot of use this seed, unfortunately.
But at least in J-Row's favor, like Chad is saying, because of that bountiful health, the Varia suit being there isn't going to hurt him extremely badly. 7 tanks going into Upper Norfair is kind of nice. It's like really relaxing, honestly. So I think J-Row will have no problem moving around here. But
yeah, looks like
getting to Lower Norfair later, if he doesn't go back for that check, that might be a thing.
Yeah, especially if we don't get some Crystal Flash ammo. And it looks like IP is going up. And oh, there's gravity at the Ice Beam. So this gravity suit has a 25% chance of being a 25% reduction in heat damage.
Let's watch. And it's doing it. That looks slower.
Is it?
It does look slower.
Is it?
It looks slower. Maybe it's not. But 25% doesn't feel like that much. But it's not. Jestro got me.
Yeah, I didn't think that looked slower, but I'm pretty slow, so I could be completely wrong, you know, some of the time. But it's a Vileplume's day.
I used up all my energy on the 4th. I probably should have taken the weekend off.
We've got Ice Beam down at Alpha Power Bombs for Incompetent Perfectionist. And J-Ro using the Frog Speedway for some Power Bomb farming. Not a terrible idea when you only have 5 Power Bombs.
And it looks like the gravity doesn't have any heat reduction, so that's not good for J-Ro. Can't believe you didn't point
Not
that
really.
out yet. My goodness.
One of the things here, J-Ro is possibly going to get baited into Meridia, and depending on what items that he finds, could be baited into some extremely long checks. With the gravity suit, gonna go back now and check the Kraid boss.
Yeah, an IP not going down south like you would expect, instead heading up to Rex Ship.
I think that this play out of IP is a good play. What IP is doing here is trying to create divergence, basically saying, hey, I think J-Ro's a better runner than I am, plays the game, better movement, so I'm going to do my best to create some divergence. That way I have a better chance in this seed. And another E-Tank on mode.
I think you're right, and getting double jump is also pretty nice, so we don't have to do any CWJ craziness here.
Absolutely, that double jump makes Moat far less painful on no grapple or no space jump. Also makes Ocean kind of a nice crossing as well.
Yeah, pretty much free, honestly. It's a very comfortable time over here without gravity.
Absolutely. Now we know Rex Ship is not going to contain the gravity beam, and we have Kraid at Kraid.
So far,
doesn't
vanilla.
really tell us. Yeah, it doesn't tell us what boss mode we're in, but yeah, I don't know what else to say about that.
He's big and green, and he's gonna get bigger.
Yeah, J-Ro feels bad for Kraid, you know. Wants to make sure Kraid gets some attention this seed.
Yes, Chad is asking if they missed anything, and Callus, as Salty, I broke my record for being wrong the most times in the first 10 minutes that you could possibly be, which I'm very proud of. Because you know my previous record was pretty darn high, but I did it. It was pretty sweet. And then Adam can tell you all the real stuff now.
Another E-Tank behind Kraid, so this has been the most E-heavy seed I think I have ever witnessed in Dash. Oh, that's true. We do have Fantoon at Rex Ship, so the bosses are feeling, being vanilla-ish so far.
Yeah, still a chance for shuffled, and still a chance for surprise, but it's looking
could also
vanilla.
Be shifted. It could be shifted. I don't think. I think shifted only follows shuffled logic with just 2. And another E-Tank. What is this seed, Salty?
I have no idea, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep being wrong because I'm gonna break an all-time record on this one, and you can just keep correcting me.
I like that. I can support your decision in this, and I'll do my best to make sure we're not giving out any, horribly wrong information.
Thank you. So while IP's trying to finish up this battle with Trinex, J-Ro's going back down to Lower Death Mountain and seeing what we left down here.
All right. Well, IP has managed to vanquish the ghost with the most resets, Fantoon, and Kalis, the thing you missed most was that J-Ro missed Varia's suit at the Spospo Supers, and Incompetent Perfectionist got that. However, Incompetent Perfectionist going up to Rex Ship trying to create divergence, hoping Gravity Suit's up here, which it's not. Gravity Suit is at the Ice Beam location.
But the divergence is definitely cool. We get to see a little bit more of everything and have a little bit more to talk about. Or at least you do. I'm just saying things today. All right, what do we got in right side super?
Callus, yes, that helps greatly. Thank you very much. My
Callus,
pronunciation
okay.
of names is terrible. And the Spood Beaster is the reward for beating Fantoon.
And that
Gotta
could
go
be a
fast.
good
That's
or
how you go
bad
fast.
thing. Could be good or bad with Wreck Ship now being pretty much completely open to IP to check everything. So he could be wasting a lot of time here with that Spood Beaster. Or it could lead him to a couple of things that are really helpful. Maybe Plasma, Screw Attack, Charge Beam, Upgrade. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we see J-Ro did find a second power bomb pack at Norfair Reserve. Now, Norfair Reserve was not going to be a major in this mode. However, the other two big locations here in Upper Norfair will be majors: the speed booster check and also the wave beam check.
And yeah, J-Ro will have to take some extra time here to farm, not checking that Spospo. So this could be helpful for IP, making sort of a comeback. We're gonna go over here and check the Wreck Ship E-Tank. See what's happening. I think IP with the save there. So if this is just extra boo-boo, we can just reset and go back. Like if we see an 84th E-Tank here, we won't need it. Because I think we're at 84 E-Tanks so far this seed, right, Adam? Yes, Alti, I believe we are. We're at 84. This is not Adam's voice, but I can't hear him, so I'm just talking. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. But bombs for IP... Maybe not going to reset because he's had to pick those up. Adam, how do you feel about those bombs? Well, Sati, you know, they're pretty key. Bombs go boom and explode and stuff. So, that's pretty neat. I agree. That is pretty neat. We're going to head back through the Spike Room of Death while J-Ro is going to get another refill.
All right, I am not sure what was past Spiky Room of Death. Looks like IP is having some issues. My internet is very unhappy today, so if I cut out chat, my humblest apologies.
Oh, that's okay. I pretended I was you and talked for you while you were gone.
Perfect. I hope you made exactly the number of mistakes I would have made, which would have been all of them.
Well, my impersonation of you was terrible. It was nowhere close to your real voice, but I didn't say anything mean or wrong, so you're good.
All right, that's good. What did we find down at Speed Booster? X-Ray?
When did Cartman get here? Yeah, I made you Cartman. Not on purpose, it just came out.
Okay, I can be Cartman. Respect my authority. I think that's the right quote. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV. And grapple beam at the wave locations. So that's interesting.
Oh, I'm glad chat's having a good time. That makes me feel better about it. But yes, grapple beam. Back to normal stuff now. IP going up the attic, deciding to forego those bombs, saying, it's not worth the time sink to come back for. We have enough splodies with our power bombs. We're just gonna go do our thing.
All right, so bombs at Wreck Ship E. That's actually nice for IP. That way, got a worst room in the item game. Of course, I think double jump also counts as that, as the space jump. So we should be good movement-wise, though we might be seeing J-Ro go to Croc next.
Always bet on Croc. It's a big mantra of the randomizer community. And I did have 3 practice seeds this week in a row where Croc had gravity every single time. It was ridiculous.
If Croc has gravity this time, I have questions for this seed.
I do too, because J-Ro's already wearing that nice purple suit. So I'd be very, very confused, more than I already am.
IP reset those bombs. Well, that's confidence in your Metroid rooms right there.
Yeah, oh yeah, I told you about that. Or Cartman told everyone about that, I think. I don't remember.
It's
Adam
okay,
had
it was
a
a
little
while.
bit of mic trouble. It's no problems.
Yeah, I'm still having internet issues, so just so everybody is aware, I am actually doing tech voodoo and doing all of this through my phone. So, yeah, fun stuff.
I don't think I said vegetable suit. I think I said purple suit. I don't know. Maybe I did. I'm having a long day, chat. I apologize.
Purple suit. Well, purple could be a vegetable, but I thought according to the great Homer Simpson, purple was a fruit.
Purple burglar alarm? Hey, a charge
And here's
upgrade.
a charge upgrade.
So yeah, IP wearing.
Yeah, that's the. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say IP wearing the pumpkin suit and J-Ro wearing the eggplant suit if we're on the topic of vegetables. But you were gonna say something probably important, so I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say the charge upgrade is the full charge beam. There won't be two charge upgrades in this seed. That's okay.
Oh yeah, kale has kind of a purple tint to it sometimes. I always think of it as mostly green, but maybe it is a little purpley. And I'm a little colorblind. And Adam's a little bit country and I'm a little bit rock and roll. Or the other way around. I don't know.
And Croc has the goods for us today, the Spazer Beam.
The space laser. Included in every sad meal from a certain burger chain that is not sponsored. I would have said the other thing, but we're not sponsored.
Yeah, it's all good. We have IP back at the ship taking a refill and a save as J-Ro discovering that Croc was not the answer, heading back up. Fun story about kale. When I got a juicer, the first thing I decided to juice was kale leaves. It turns out that's a terrible idea and you should never do it.
On the contrary, I think kale has lots of nutrients and juicing it adds to your smoothie. But you don't want it to be your only thing you juice. You want to add
No.
cucumbers.
It was a straight shot of kale juice. That's how you do it. We got super missiles, a Croc escape. IP heading back down, presumably to Upper Norfair.
I guarantee you add some cucumbers and apples, maybe some ginger root. It'll taste way better. I used to juice, so I not steroids, but like, vegetables. So yeah.
It's all good. I know all the things now, but I was young and naive, and I actually was severely punished for that.
I couldn't imagine drinking straight kale. That sounds not very yummy at all. But speaking of not very yummy at all, we're in Meridia. Do not take a breath down here. Just a bunch of seawater in your lungs. It would not be good.
That's right. We are on our way. Looks like we're checking Mama Turtle. So again, I think that's just J-Ro not being too familiar with the mode. This is just a minor item in Chozo.
Yep, just missiles and noping out of there.
Yeah, supers would have been great there, as would power bombs.
Yeah, we definitely need crystal flash ammo so we can survive with our 9 E-tanks. Although J-Ro might actually need one, honestly, because Varia is going to be hidden. I don't think he's going to go back to Spospo for that.
seems unlikely, but that's about as much as J-Ro can do in Meridia. No Botwoon hallway item has to get to Alpha Power Bombs to get Ice Beam, or go clear Fantoon and the wreck ship to get the Spood Beasta.
And IP now finding boss number 2, which we know is Kraid. But I'd imagine he'd take a safety save here just in case. Ooh, a new check though, X-ray. And that's a Chozo statue. So I think we'll see something here. Please don't be another E-tank, because I think we already found all 3 of them.
I don't know if we found the Chozo reserve tank or not. There is a reserve tank on a Chozo statue in Chozo.
I almost guarantee this is what this is then, because of what the seed is. What do we got? It is.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, thanks, game.
And oddly enough, J-Ro not picking that up, so we can infer from that J-Ro might not be considering suitless lower Norfair at this time.
Yeah, so maybe we are on a little bit of a Varia hunt here, and even with the extra E-tanks, there's still no Crystal Flash ammo for J-Ro. I can't really blame him for not wanting to go LN at the moment.
No. Definitely. So if you were going to go LN, I'd want 3 more packs of power bombs with his current loadout. Yeah. And even then, that's still only going to be 1 Crystal Flash, so 1 more pack would be enough to give it an attempt.
Yeah, 3 more packs will give you the 2 CFs that would feel much better, but we don't even have enough for 1 at the moment. Without
the problem with the second CF would be Ridley ammo. But regardless, while we were babbling on about Crystal Flash shenanigans, IP takes Kraid to prom and takes Kraid out, gathering that all-important E-tank behind Kraid. J-Ro now has the Ice Beam.
Yeah, nice boss lead here for IP, 30 minutes in. That's gotta feel nice to 10 minutes ago IP, who doesn't even know that this is going on. But I'll make sure to let him know that he's doing pretty good. It's pretty key.
Yeah, IP does have the full charge beam, whereas J-Ro has tons of ammo. Looks like J-Ro is making the play to wreck ship, though.
So we're gonna get into a boss tie here pretty shortly, but if IP goes and checks ice, gonna get that gravity and feel really nice about lower Norfair with the charge beam and Varia. And I think that's just another E-tank.
Closet here. Yeah, it's another E-tank. And IP, let's see if IP takes it. Nope, IP done with energy. I'm, again, a little surprised that J-Ro didn't pick that tank up, but we'll have the opportunity to pick the tank up again unless J-Ro decides to go Forgotten Highway.
I remember that place.
I've been told that's the dev-intended entrance to Meridia, which I did not know.
It really is, which is kind of silly. Because even when I was playing this game as a kid, I thought, oh, you just break this tube here, and then that brings you to Meridia. This has got to be it, right? But then I found that other back way. I don't know. But yeah, it is Nintendo Power intended dev way to get into Meridia. So kind of odd.
Yeah, we see J-Ro does not check spooky missiles before going down here. Did take the save.
It's too scary in there.
Yeah. Myself for wreck ship, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get whatever's at spooky missiles, and then I'm going to save. That way I don't have to ever track back to get that item at spooky missiles. IP has collected the gravity suit. J-Ro about to do battle with the ghost.
But what if you're scared of the dark? Would you still check spooky missiles?
It's a little harder, but you gotta do it before the lights are on, because it turns out when the lights are on, that's a second spiky room of death.
I mean, that's 100% true, but still pretty spooky. But anyway, yeah, Fantoon gonna get into a boss tie here. J-Ro's gonna, let's see what IP does. I'm wondering if he's gonna go LN. I hope he does.
First gonna come over here to high jump and collect the space jump item that's going to be here, and then that'll probably say, okay, I can lava dive now. Though lava dive with double jump is relatively comfy, also available is a gravity jump there.
Yeah, and even without the high jump boots, double jump, I think, would help make up for that. I don't think I've attempted a gravity jump with double jump yet, but it's got to feel a little bit nicer. And the lights are on. Everybody can go to bed now without being scared.
All right, and this high jump area actually was a very good area, not only having the space jump item, but also 2 packs of super missiles. Getting ever closer to making that a comfortable Ridley flight, or at least the minimum super missile ammo for a comfortable Ridley fight. The Spood Beaster for J-Ro.
IP's ammo for Ridley isn't bad.
No, not at all.
Want one more super pack just to feel a little bit nicer, but with the power bombs and the missiles and the charge beam, shouldn't be a forever Ridley, and the energy's nice, so I think he'll be comfortable clearing out LN right now, and that's actually good for the route, clearing out LN and then coming back to Meridia. Keeps you on path to Torium without any backtracking.
Absolutely. Oh, an unfortunate freeze there for IP, but gets over the top with space jump. Good job. In the meantime, J-Ro sets up to save scum this item at Wreck Ship E. We'll see if J-Ro also chooses to save scum the bombs.
Yeah, when IP was in here, no gravity suit and no space jump. So I think he decided instead of wasting all the time going back, the save scum happened. But we'll see with J-Ro with faster movement here if he decides to keep it or not.
Absolutely, and no. I figured not with the save. Like, it would have had to have been Plasma Beam, High Jump, Screw Attack, or of course Varia Suit. But we know it wasn't going to be Varia Suit.
Yeah, that Spospo holding Varia is coming in clutch for IP at the moment.
You are absolutely correct. IP heading down to Lower Norfair. Let's see if IP decides to go check the GT item, which is Gold Chorizo, not Ganon's Tower, for those of us who are linked to the past nerds. By the way, linked to the past players are not nerds. They are just awesome people.
And we're going to find out which chest out of all these checks, out of the 21 chests down here, have the big key to get up top. We'll let you know shortly.
Hey, Salty, isn't it 22?
I'll take your word for it. I don't play enough A Link to the Past. I love it, but I don't play it that much.
IP did do the Green Gate glitch, going to farm up a few supers here off of these rippers. It's a pretty decent super farm.
Oh yeah, nice job.
And J-Ro picking up power bombs at Sky Missiles. Did not check left supers, apparently.
There's high jump. That'll make things a little bit nicer, especially against Ridley. You don't realize how much high jump boots help against Dragon and even Ridley until you fight them without them.
Absolutely, and we did not comment on it, but J-Ro had an excellent attic spark to take out most of the enemies up there, heading towards the door.
Yeah, I love a good attic spark. Sometimes one of those green blobby dudes always avoids me, but it's nice when it works out. Atomic.
They're called atomics.
I think GBD works. Green blobby dude.
Sure, you can call him that. I don't mind. Looks like IP is going for Pillar Spark.
Ooh, got the short charge. And here we go. Worst room up next. J-Ro coming back here, I think. Yep, there's the charge upgrade. IP using supers on these pirates. Might have to spend a little extra time farming before the Ridley fight. If it is indeed Ridley, we do not know yet for sure. But it's looking vanilla thus far as bosses go.
Yes, it does feel very vanilla. And one thing, IP did not do either of the Bubble Mountain majors, so doesn't have the grapple beam for easy farming in the pre-Ridley run.
Yeah, that'll slow him down a skosh. Gonna take some intended damage here just to get through. That's the quality of having all these extra energy tanks. J-Ro coming back down.
Yeah, let's see J-Ro's next move. This actually might be the game here. If J-Ro goes directly to Spo and has put it together that there is a Chozo statue back there, or decides to bet on Lore Norfair. The problem with betting on Lore Norfair is while you might have Crystal Flash ammo, the odds of finding an E-Tank down here are very low given all the E-Tanks we've found so far in this seed.
Yeah, we've had a bajillion of them, and skipping going back for Spo, so I think we're going to Meridia or LN for J-Ro. Oh, maybe something different? Do we have a mind changer here? Yeah, I think we did. Maybe we are getting that check. Adam, how are you feeling about this Spo check?
You know, I think this is a good play. Having the all-important knowledge from the booth, I think 10 minutes in the past, J-Ro is making a great decision.
I agree.
Oh, Jestro thinks it might be a waterway check. That's true. If you think it's major minor, that would definitely be something that pops into your head. Oh no.
Yeah, not gonna find anything down there. Oh wait, no. He is going up. There it is. Yeah, this is big for J-Ro. IP's gonna have to put his foot in the gas pedal now because we got a race.
Oh yeah, we're about 8 seconds from being thankful we can't actually hear any words coming from J-Ro, and
yeah, let me tap into J-Ro's mic right now. Click. Turn that key, you guys. How dare you keep very easy for me? Oh, that was Cartman's microphone. I'm sorry. I don't have J-Ro's microphone on hand, but he has it now, and J-Ro's going to be very pleased to not have to go hunting for that.
That is go mode for J-Ro. Probably not going to get the high jump boots, but has new route beam from the Croc check. In the meantime, we have IP farming up for most likely a Ridley fight.
Yeah, and this is gonna eat some time up. J-Ro with the farm beam, IP without it. I can't really blame him for not spending time in Bubble Mountain thinking... I mean, you gotta think you're behind as either player here in this situation. This seed is vanilla map. Yes, it's Chozo. IP's probably thinking J-Ro definitely checked. Spo, Chozo a while ago. And J-Ro thinking I'm behind because the exact same reason. So this is a good time for J-Ro to catch up with his movement here, and it's going to be pretty tight, I think, once we get to Meridia.
Yeah, and we can see just how slow this bug farming is for IP.
There's a couple supers that'll help, but we need more of those super drops. That's the one bad thing about having so many E-tanks. You're going to get a lot of energy drops and not a lot of help here.
That is absolutely right, as J-Ro is into Upper Norfair, booking it to Lower Norfair.
So 3 more for IP.
And I didn't call it out, but I also agree with Jestro that I'm glad Jestro was wrong about what J-Ro was doing, not going to Waterway or East Meridia. Though East Meridia would have been the slightly better of the two plays because there is still Chozo statues there. Just not what we're going to want to find. And it is Ridley at home, so we have vanilla bosses.
And IP turned off his ice beam. I think we're going to get an X Factor check here. Or not an X Factor check, but an X Factor or two shot at Ridley. We'll see if we can make these things happen. Oh, just a regular power bomb there. Nope, we're just going to lay him in the middle. It's a little bit safer, a little bit quicker. Can't be mad at that.
Not at all. Ridley's AI does run from power bombs. You want them right in the center of the room as best as you can. And gonna hold on to those 15 supers for when Ridley turns red. Again, not terrible.
Yeah, that's a smart call. As soon as we get Ridley red mode, we can empty those supers on him.
Yep, and I do believe that we did see a nice chronic boost out of J-Ro while we were commenting on the Ridley fight that IP is currently doing.
Yeah, J-Ro's movement, oh nice. Pseudo screw attack with the blue suit. But J-Ro's movement here, I think we're gonna link up an LN instead of Meridia. J-Ro's moving pretty nicely down here.
I think so too, and IP should have the ice beam back on. Maybe doesn't have it on because it's easier math, but lower damage.
Yeah, I got about 3 tanks left. I want to see the Pelican turn red, and soon.
Yeah, we see a lot of runners make Ridley look like a very, very easy boss, but Ridley is anything but.
Yeah, truly not easy. Any wrong input, slightly off in either way, it's the manipulation of Ridley's AI changes, his movement changes on you, he can easily grab you, and this is dangerous.
Yeah, this is looking really bad. Oh no, don't jump into the claws. No. Come on, IP. Does have the save prior, but we'll still have to farm up. I think that's going to switch our lead over to J-Ro. Though J-Ro's energy is not really hot right now either.
Not great. Does have more supers available to him, but is also now a room ahead, so the race got back to a real tight one. And Adam, I'll be right back if you want to give me a funny voice and make fun of me, or you can just, be you and do your thing.
Yeah, I'll just talk about Metal Pirates and how J-Ro is wrecking them, as IP is just coming down almost to the Metal Pirates as well. J-Ro into Powerhouse. And what we're going to see is the grapple beam just turn on the farm. Alright, IP into Flowerhouse now, J-Ro into farm mode. Alright, 21 supers, J-Ro says that's enough. Into the Ridley fight now. Better beam, better damage. IP needs a lot of help here. J-Ro doing a good manipulation on Ridley to keep him in that pogo pattern. Pogo pattern is death for Ridley.
Alright, so based on the screens, it looked like that farm beam really helped out J-Ro.
J-Ro went in with 21 supers, just beam shots.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, that's Spacer
also,
actually. That's New Rod beam, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, J-Ro's much better beam combination has done a better job with the pogo manipulation, and there you see Ridley down for J-Ro. IP did have a faster farm and is back into the fight.
Oh, there's Plasma.
Oh, nice job, Ridley, hiding the one beam that could have made life easier for IP right behind.
Yeah, Ridley's a real pal, isn't he?
I can't come up with a mean abbreviation of something for PAL, unfortunately, but I'm sure there is one out there.
Putrid Aeronautical
Lizard,
or that,
right?
okay. That works too.
I have no idea.
I don't either.
So,
I just pulled that one out of nowhere.
Hey, that's all right. That's where I pull most of the things I say from. And we do have IP still fighting Ridley. Hopefully this fight will go better, as J-Ro on the way out of Lower Norfair, soon to be heading into Meridia. And we've got chat helping us out. It's a phase altering line, which I think is the PAL, might be the PAL TV standard. I'm not sure. I'm not Googling right now. Pterosaur Alien Loser. I like that, Delta Toast. We're going with it.
That's a good one.
The other thing that I didn't comment on, but J-Ro manipulating Ridley's pogo was done without high jump boots, which is a lot harder to do. So again, really awesome job.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, J-Ro for Rando League Season 1 was a semi-finalist. So just knocking the rust off of his movement, you're going to see some really nice play. And also, with Dash Mystery being new to everyone, J-Ro's getting used to all these settings just like all of us are as well. So I knew that, you know, we'd see some flashes of brilliance in his play, and we are getting it. I think the deeper we get into this tournament, we're going to see more and more.
Absolutely, and we see Ridley once again is just giving IP the business. There's a pogo pattern. Down to 28. We're in Oko territory. Come on, IP. It's only 13 more supers and getting grabbed. You can do it. But IP did miss a super and took one of the. Oh no!
Ridley's such a jerkopotamus.
That is true. Chat pointing out that we do have a pretty decent desync on the stream, so it looks like about 1 minute and 20 seconds by timers. However, I'm pretty sure J-Ro has a pretty significant lead at this point due to Ridley being Ridley, and it looks like IP's actually heading back up, possibly going to check the exit exit minors up here looking for more supers.
Yeah, to make this a more straightforward fight.
Yeah, J-Ro now leaving Norfair for the last time.
Yeah, we did have a couple of stream freezes earlier, and a very short microphone mishap, but everything seems to be working well now. There's one. Not where you want it.
Hey, Super's in jail, so now what IP is hoping for is the Hodorubi missiles to be Hodorubi super missiles.
Yeah, Hodorubi Special, another player that came out of retirement to show off a super awesome strat in this room, which is basically a mock speedball that breaks open the top blocks here and helps out 100% runners get through the game even faster.
Yeah, also collects the missile there. It's really a neat thing to see. J-Ro into Meridia, IP going through this little bit of a spring ball maze.
And here's the best hitbox in the game on the left side, but with microwave beam, we just have launch basically.
Yeah, full microwave beam. Bot wounds going down in 1 round. Dragon will probably go down in 1 round.
Yeah, 900 beam damage. These fish are toast.
Quite literally.
But as a bird, I gotta say, please don't microwave your seafood. And I think Adam, as a human, will say, please don't microwave your seafood.
No, please don't do that. You will have a bad time. You will get rubber. It will not taste good. It will not smell good. You will not enjoy it. As IP heading back down, looks like gonna do some power bomb farming over here off the fire fleas.
And is Dre home? Do we have vanilla? We do.
Well, of course we have. Well, I suppose there was an off chance that we had surprise.
Yeah, I think at this point in the run, there's like a 4% chance of finding somebody down here that wasn't Dragon. If I remember the calculator math that was done a couple days ago, but I don't, so that's just commentator math. But yes, most likely vanilla, and it is. But IP does have the 30 supers, so gonna head back down, refuel outside of Ridley, and good night, Dragon.
Yeah, just took a little bit of a second shot with that beam. Full beam. Almost all the stuff we could possibly want. The only thing behind Dragon that could make life better would be the high jump boots. J-Ro says, no thank you, I'm running away. And we know this is the correct decision. We saw high jump at Golden Chorizo. I don't know, did IP check this item back here at the Power Bombs of Shame location?
That's a good question. Maybe when I went in the other room for a moment, he did, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the very first time down here, IP checked it.
Now we got some double Samus on the screen doing some dance moves. It's pretty neat.
All right, now we're going to see once again the lack of the grapple beam is going to haunt IP here in the farming room, which I'm assuming IP gets to, being frozen in Flower House right now.
But do want to thank you to IP for doing the dancing Samus. We reached our donation goal of $0.00 today, so IP could pull that off for you.
Ah, missiles were there. Thank you, Delta Toast. Greatly appreciate chat. There are easily a dozen more eyes in chat on this game than there are in the commentary booth.
Oh, for sure. Right now it's 156 eyes versus 4 eyes, so chat has this beat pretty handily.
All I will say, Salty, is the average number of eyes that a human being has is less than 2.
The average human has less than 2 eyes?
Yeah, and less than 2 arms and less than 2 legs. You're welcome for all of these facts, you and chat. As J-Ro hitting the ship for a refill, remembering that with this being vanilla map, there is no refill going into Torian.
That's pretty cool. I'm glad I learned something today. Okay, well, there's at least 78 eyeballs in chat helping us out. So, since there's less than 2, not that 156 number, I don't know what I was thinking. But to Torian we go. J-Ro with a nice comeback, figuring out the Chozo logic near the end of the seed. Not normally a Chozo player, but figuring out that must be where Varia is left, and orchestrated a very nice comeback and is now taking the lead into Torian.
Yeah, and we have IP down here farming once again. Third time definitely feels bad, but you got to hand it to IP for sticking with this. You just got to keep going until the dot done is seen, and even then, you got to do it for the fans.
Oh, you know what? That's a great point. Twin Sons in chat is asking, do either of us wear glasses? And I should, but I don't. Adam, do you wear glasses?
Oh, I wear them, but they don't help me see too as well. They're for farsightedness, so basically for seeing things at a distance.
Okay.
But I do wear them in front of computers because they also have this blue blocking tint that makes things better for me. All right, Metroid Room 1 and 2 down, and 3 because J-Ro is just cooking Torian while we're talking about eyeglasses.
Boost eye percent. SM going on. Alright, Rodney's about halfway dead for IP, and we got the baby going on the left side here. J-Ro gonna do the damage down. I'm not gonna worry about a baby skip right now.
Yeah, baby skip without high jump can be done, but it's difficult.
I think it's a pain in the butt without high jump. Yeah.
Oh yeah. In the meantime, IP with a whole bunch of supers and a whole bunch of missiles. I think Ridley might be dead now. Just got to get picked up.
Ridley just has to be a jerk about it and throw the
Goodbye,
tail around.
Ridley.
Yes, good night, Pelican.
You pterosaur alien loser.
Brought to you by SpeedGaming 3 and the fine folks in chat.
Oh, that is brought to you totally by Delta Toast. I don't take credit for what I didn't come up with. IP collects the plasma beam, ready to head to Meridia, as J-Ro's ready to head down and do battle with Mother Brain. But first, the Zebatites.
Yeah, I forgot exactly.
What kind of skip we getting? Ice skip.
I forgot who said it, so I just gave it to chat and SpeedGaming 3, but not us.
Yeah, that's too much creativity for the commentary booth that you have tonight, folks. Sorry. J-Ro resetting the room, always a good idea once that acid starts rising. Gets the Zeb skip on the second try, or the second try, as it were. IP heading out of Lower Norfair. Super missiles to the glass, because why not? We're displeased at this point.
And we have full awesome beam stuff going on too. J-Ro has all the beams and all the charges and is just ready to teach Mother Brain a lesson.
And that lesson is going to be how to sit down and be quiet.
Exactly. And then Mother Brain won't understand it and will stand up again, and then J-Ro will shoot him 36 more times, and eventually Mother Brain will get it.
Yes.
Just need 20 of these charge shots and 36 hyper beams.
That's right. And IP taking a save. I think this is still Lower Norfair, so taking a save just to lock in that Ridley kill. We have the rainbow beam. Looks like J-Ro setting up for stand-up. So stand-up, not horribly dangerous. We have the X-ray beam. Chance of soft lock very, very low. Also, we're feeling pretty bad about when we got that Varia suit. I guarantee it. We have IP coming up on, I believe, the Three Musketeers, everybody's favorite key hunters.
Yes, Chip, Dale, and Donald Duck, I think are their names.
Wouldn't it be better to go with Huey, Dewey, and Louie? Go with the nephews.
Well, that's if they were all ducks. But Chip and Dale are chipmunks. But yeah,
That's
that
true.
would probably be
They
better
are.
anyway. You're right.
It's all right. You don't have to call them the Three Musketeers. You could call them the Three Stooges.
Larry, Curly,
Wreck
and
and
Moe.
runs and all that. Yep.
I'm good with that.
Or the fourth Stooge, Shemp, if you really know your Stooge stuff. Okay, we got the baby eating all the onion rings. And there's stand-up continuing. Just gotta not be shooting when you get the hyper beam, otherwise you have a very bad time.
And J-Ro taking a safety break right there in the middle. Not wanting to deal with that nonsense. And Mother Brain is down.
Yep, very good stand-up glitch from J-Ro. I think it was, what, about 6 shots there after?
Yeah, and I think the best you can possibly do is 1 or 2, depending. But still, he took it. He took it nice and easy.
All right, and as is tradition, it is the escape. This should be a nice, comfy escape. We have the Spood Beaster. The only thing we're lacking is high jump boots, but I don't think this is going to be much of a problem for J-Ro. As Incompetent Perfectionist has left Upper Norfair in the rear view mirror, getting ready to head to Meridia.
But his stream really wants to stay in Upper Norfair here on the elevator. Sometimes you just can't argue with a computer.
Are you sure? Have you tried?
I try all the time. I don't do computer stuff too well. But everyone knows that by now. If you need a furnace or an air conditioning unit installed in your home, I can do that very well for you.
Yeah, we see that Incompetent Perfectionist has made it into Meridia as J-Ro is into Parlor. The only thing between J-Ro and the ship being a whole bunch of steam.
But yeah, get those GGs ready. J-Ro coming in. Grabbing a dub in the Dash Mystery Tournament. 106.03 finale on Race Time GG, it looks like. Nice job, J-Ro.
In the meantime, Incompetent Perfectionist has thrown in the towel. We'll continue to play a little bit for your entertainment. Hopefully we can get both of them in here for an interview to talk about this wonderful seed.
Yeah, this time a little less random than our normal random seeds. We got vanilla area and vanilla bosses. We'll see what the runners think about it.
This was basically just a Chozo seed with a starter charge. Let's make sure to get our GGs in chat for Incompetent Perfectionist. And if you're not following these runners, take a moment and go give both of these runners a follow. It shows our runners great support for coming out here and racing tonight, allowing me and Salty to just, be me and Salty. And we are joined by our race runner, J-Ro. J-Ro, GGs.
Yo, thanks, dude. It was a wild one.
Yeah, so even though I've read the race time chat, why don't we talk about a little bit when you realized that it was Chozo and not Major Minor?
So yeah, I thought it was Major Minor until Mama Turtle. And then I realized that I'd skipped Spore Spawn, and I knew Very would be there, because why wouldn't it be? It's the farthest place away. So I debated on going to check it when I did, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, it was. I mean, I should have known. I should have known it wasn't Major Minor. Like, that E-Tank spread was kind of wild, but it worked out, I guess.
Yeah, I think the big clue that it was Chozo was the fact that BT had power bombs and it wasn't Countdown.
Yeah, I mean that's true. What was the item in the ceiling? Was that
it was double jump?
Yeah. So okay, all right. I thought with that being a major, isn't that a major?
So double jump can be a major, but generally it replaces a minor in the item pool. It just happened to replace the one that would be the most confusing for everyone.
Yeah, but it worked out, I guess.
Oh, sorry for being quiet. Trying to get an invite sent out to IP. First one didn't go through for him. Trying to get that resolved.
Yeah, IP wants to come in here and talk about how much fun Ridley is. I will tell you that we decided that Ridley is a pal, pterosaur alien loser.
That was a chat
And
help that we
that's
got.
from chat. If you watch back the VOD, you'll see all of that fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it back.
Trying to figure out what was going on. We also had
same.
we also had Adam need to take a short break, so Cartman filled in for like 30 seconds. So that might be fun.
Oh, short break or my internet failing, whichever
two.
you want to call it. So when you were going back up to check Spospo, we had speculated that you might be making a waterway play, or possibly, since you had Speed Booster and Ice, heading to East Meridia, J-Ro.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about going ahead and doing Meridia, but then if I had gone to Meridia, I would have checked everything that was on the Chozo list. So,
Yep.
I figured with my luck, it wouldn't be there. So, I went to Sports Spawn, and there it was, just like I planned it.
Yeah, this was definitely a wild seed. This is the most energy I have ever seen early in basically any randomized seed. Crazy amount.
Yeah, what was there, like 3 tanks and early supers there?
Holy cow! I did it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we are joined by our race runner-up and competent perfectionist, IPGGs, and yeah, there were.
Hey.
It was just it was oops all E tanks this seed. I think there was like 9 E tanks by 13 minutes.
Yeah.
That was absurd. Yeah, I was not happy with the E-Tank situation, honestly, but oh well. And I grabbed a couple more than I meant to. And I was just like, no. I was just on autopilot, thinking about other things. But anyway, yeah, stupid. I need to practice some charged Ridley fights, I guess. That's the lesson from this tournament for me.
Yeah, Pelican has been a pain. Thus far.
I mean, at least I didn't do it 6 times this race. I went and looked for ammo after twice. I probably should have done that after the first time, honestly. But anyway, I'm learning slowly.
So that missile behind Dragon, I take it you were unhappy with that pickup.
Oh, I already knew that it was over. I just wanted to finish the boss just because I was so close. Just wanted to get all the bosses down. So I just went in there and just decided. I actually didn't mean to pick it up, but I just went too far, like everything else I did wrong. So I just decided to go ahead and give old Chozo statue what for here. But yeah, it's cool. I was happy with how I played, though. I thought I did really well for a while, and then like if I had just done Ridley right from the beginning, I think I would. I think I was like first there at like 47 or something, and I left 43 or something. I don't know. I feel like I spent about 10 minutes down there trying to kill Ridley, and if I could have done that, if I could have not done that, I might have had a shot. But anyway,
I think you were either farming or just entering Ridley when J-Ro got the Varia suit. It was something like that.
Yeah.
The first time you went into Ridley.
Yeah, because I mean, with and then getting plasma behind Ridley with all that, like I could just blast. I can just blast through Meridia, and whatever. It's good fun. GG JRO.
No thanks.
Yeah, I've seen you on the async races. I knew it was going to be tough for me to keep up. So but I was happy with how I played, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly I thought that was a good move out of you, IP, when you went up to wreck ship. Didn't actually find the gravity suit up there like you were hoping,
Yeah.
but we were speculating you were just trying to create a little bit of divergence to make up for probably the movement differential. J-Ro being, of course, stellar with movement.
Yeah, and I just sort of had everything for it. I had the double jump, and I just wanted to get it out of the way and see if I could find. I knew I couldn't. If I'd had better ammo or a better beam, I wouldn't have gone to wreck ship. I would have just gone straight all the way down. But like my ammo situation, what it was, and everything, I figured, oh, I'll go to wreck ship. Maybe I'll find, plasma or something nice. And that wasn't what happened, really.
Yeah, I think you only had 10 supers at the time you decided to go to wreck ship. So
Yeah, I had 10 for a long time. It felt like.
that makes sense.
But yeah, well, it was good fun. It was a really fun seed, though. It wasn't one of those where you're like scratching your head. I just felt like I was going full blast the whole time. Like, I mean, if you don't skip spore spawn, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was scratching my head for a long time.
Yeah, that's what happens with Chozo sometimes.
Yeah.
I did that not long ago. I totally just skipped right side supers because I didn't know that was a Chozo item, and that's where my Varia was. Womp womp. But anyway,
Yeah, that was a fun one, guys. Thanks for showing up and showing out. We had a good time.
yeah. Thanks for coming, both you and Adam. Thanks, Jestro, for tracking and sending me a workable invite. And Salty.
Actually, I did that. I figured it out all by myself for once. You should be proud of me. I'm learning this computer stuff. It's about time, right? Taking me 2 years. Now to
I
figure
think
out
you
how to
got
do simple
invites
things.
from
He
the
probably
bot, from Jestro,
Yeah.
from Salty. I think I
Probably got
sent
4
one
of them.
out.
Yeah.
I
At least
asked,
one of them worked.
and then I didn't get a response within half of a microsecond, so I started trying to fix it, and then I looked up and there was like 7 messages with invites. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
I'm glad one of them worked.
Yeah. Anyway, appreciate it, all of you.
All right, so
everyone, thank you.
definitely just going to ask if so J-Ro, any final thoughts on the seed?
No, I stink. I'm trying to get better, I guess.
Nah, you played this game better than most people would have, so no need to say you stink. Just call it rust. You're just a little rusty. It's okay.
There's a lot of rust.
Okay, fair. A lot of rust, but I don't
I'm
know.
sure
I just see you playing and just killing it.
Well, maybe one day.
I'm sure by the end of the tournament, you'll at least have that rust knocked off, and maybe you'll want to hop back into some runs or something. No
That's
pressure.
The plan. That's the plan.
Oh, cool deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great to have you back in the community doing runs. I remember watching you on YouTube years ago, like Randomizer League 1.
I used to be decent then. That was my
you're real solid.
glory
for sure.
days.
Definitely. So it's good to have you back. It's always good to have new names show up, and it's good to have names you haven't seen for a while show back up. Like Stray Varus has been in chat, and Stray has been a longtime Metroid legend, honestly. And Stray's been hanging out with us here in chat, so that's been really cool. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to Jestro for tracking, Adam for being here in common with me, and helping me break my record for saying the most wrong things I could possibly say in the first 10 minutes of a match. But no, it was a good time. Thank you to the SpeedGaming folks giving us a spot to restream. Big thanks to the Dash devs and the tournament organizers and admins. Tracy, MM2, Kip, Papa, Schmo, Mass Hysteria, Kupo, Derp, Cassidy. I always forget one, but anyway, I got most of you. You're awesome. And now I'm out of things to say, but I do want to say thank you all for the night. It was good stuff, and I hope you enjoyed it. And with that, we will say the magic words and kick it on home. So we will see you next mission. Take care and stay safe tonight, everybody. Have a good one.
See you next mission, everyone. Have a great evening.